Hello and welcome to a new video. Been a little while, huh? So this here I have is Eclipse-2, which as you can see, if you've seen the other video actually, it is quite a bit smaller than the original. If I can find it here. There we go. As you can see, I have compacted this thing by about probably 2 to 3 times what this is, to be honest. Is this 3 by, well, 2 by 2, I guess, barrel? That doesn't help. Yeah, let me see. Eclipse goes to about uh, yeah. Clips goes to about, what, here and here? Let me see. I'll try to get a nice comparison going. Yeah, so for reference, Eclipse 2 goes probably about here and about, yeah, here-ish. And obviously this thing sticks out like a sore thumb, but oh well. Yeah, here it is. I changed some system. Well, I shouldn't say that. I pretty much completely changed every system around. So the old system, I essentially made more three-dimensional and kind of more fluid. So that allows me to compress the SAMO to only one block gap instead of the original Eclipse, which has about two, I think. Yeah, that allows you to compact a lot more ammo, I think, like 20 something, 20, 30 ish. Somebody's here, I believe. Um, yeah, it's been a little while since I've done any kind of video. It's kind of taken a long, needed break from the game and I suppose YouTube, even though I didn't post much, but oh well. Yeah, I guess let's get on with the tutorial for it, as I usually do. So yeah, this is the absolute base. This is about it. So I guess I'll just grab this and start getting ready for it. Oh, and to those two people, I think probably about 2 months ago, we requested a semi-automatic tank cannon version of this. I would. The problem is, well, actually, I'll just show real quick. Problem is this basic system is just not going to work with it. Um, there we go. So yeah, if I press Q, as you can see, um, it's just the fundamental nature of magnets in this game. It's just not going to allow it to be mounted on a tank. So honestly, I have not bothered, but I am tempted to start kind of dabble a little bit, and I think it's suspensions. Let's forget the names. Yep, suspension-based cannons, because I don't believe they would have as much force behind them, because obviously the magnets aren't pushing on the base build. So I guess you could technically use Eclipse 2 or Eclipse with the tank. Problem is you'd have to either use you'd have to use motors essentially, just the regular motors, locked motors, because then this won't count as a separate build. Because the problem is, so what happens here is because these motor twos don't have any kind of setting, I guess you could call it, for making these a cohesive part of the build in a way for the magnets to recognize. This and this are being recognized as a different build from this and this as well. So what happens is these magnets, because just settings, I think it's loose parts only or whatever. If I turn this off and on, it doesn't matter which one it is. Yeah, it recognizes this as, hey, I need to be pushing this because that's what my settings are set to. So it pushes this, and as you saw, things go fine. So yeah, as of right now, I will not be doing kind of a semi-auto version. I just don't see the point. But what was I going to say? You remember? Yeah, that's just kind of how I'm thinking. See, I might work in try suspension, see if I can get that to work. So, all right. Anyway, tutorial. Um, I want to explain how it works. If you want to learn how this works, just look at the other video. I think I have a timestamp in the description. But all right, let's get on with it, I guess. So we have this motor here, which here is the settings for it right here. I'll just start kind of, I guess, going from the bottom to the top. Then I think it's probably up. And then a plate. Wrong way. Great start. There we go. Okay, and yeah, and a plate. Um, yep. And here are the compressed blocks. Here are the settings for these two. Bottom one is negative zero point 0.4, zero point 0.5. Okay, now I need to remember how I built this. So I think, yeah, we have I don't even know what this block is called. Full half wedge. There we go. I think right about that. Yeah, like that. And then if I tear this part off, should be a half. Yep. There you go. Yeah, then you just have a half block, I think it's called here. Okay. There's that, and I guess I'll just kind of do the rest of this. So we have, which these pieces here is kind of decoration. I just threw them on just to make it look somewhat nice. It's kind of just a brick, but oh well. So we need be scrambling around looking for these parts. I never use them except right now. Okay, I think that's it. Yep. Are you it? Maybe. I think so. Yeah. I think you go right there. Yeah. And the half block there. So this is what your thing should look like if you're following step by step here, or exactly, I should say. You just have these two, whatever they're called, I can't remember. Um, Wedge, the half wedge, um, half block, whatever. Um, okay, then I guess I'll just build this separately right here. So we have 5 magnets here. Well, actually, I'll start from the bottom again. Okay, so I'll optimize this as I go here. Okay, so 1 and then 5 and then it's not lined up. There we go. Some half wedge downs and then magnets. Okay. And here's the settings for the magnets. I think they're all the same. Yeah. So here they are right here. So Q and M, my normal controls for stuff. And here's all that there. Copy and paste that. Okay. And then more half wedge downs, I believe. Yep. All that. And then I think, yep. And just 4 right over here. Leave this spot. I think that's where this piece fits. Because you don't want this piece attaching to the rest of that. I think that's it for that. So I just need to scoot this up here. You slide this piece in place. And there's quite literally the entire barrel assembly right there. That's it. And then, I'm just going to save real quick. Okay. Then next part, I guess we can start on all this garbage. Now this part is kind of the more complicated one, so follow closely, because if you do a piece wrong here, it will fail more than likely. So first we just have the nice easy bit. Compressed blocks is normal, pretty much. Why are you on? Hold on. Why is that? I have no clue. That should not be like that. I guess I'll just do this. See, all these are the same, as you can see. I don't know why that one was different. Shouldn't be. Anyways, should just fit right in here. Yep. So yeah, something like this. There we go. Where are all your settings different? Also, where's... know where the thing is going. That's strange. Let me just test this real quick. Okay, there we go. All right, well, let's do copy the same thing. So these ones are can collide. These ones are transparent. I guess I probably just did it so it looks better. I'd assume so. Okay, and then here's when things get interesting, and I have to remember as well because it's been a little while since I built this. So I believe now we can start, getting to an interesting bit. So you want, I think it's the outside in for the angle locks. Might have been this way. Let me see here. Yep, that's right. So when you place all of these angle locks, you want them all going to the left. All of them. No exceptions, even these ones, all going to the left. That's just a nice pattern I set. So I believe it should be outside in. So kind of how you want to do this, I guess. Actually, yeah, let me change this around. So how you want to do this is build all these pieces first, kind of your um, compression towers, I guess, going upwards. So you just kind of want to do this. Two to the side and then one forward. Then, yep, just two like that. And then just the same thing repeating, essentially. It'll overall, I think, made the process easier, so. So right there, and then just keep going until you pretty much hit the height limit or have however much ammo you want. That's not right. Nope. All these little compression towers, you want the front piece to be the bottom one, the back one to be up. This helps with compacting it all. So then, trying to think of what else to say, but there's not really much to be said. Um, yeah, as I said before, just been taking a break from it. The break will probably continue. For a while, I think explosive blocks and well, just TNT in general is just broken, so I just didn't really have a general incentive to play. Because normally, what I like to do is build these and then go into PvP, fight some people, give them a good test. But with explosive blocks being broken and the balls as well, didn't really have a reason to. So yeah, just didn't feel like playing. I guess would be the best way to describe it. But I'm kind of back. Um, I'll probably do a video because I've built kind of an interesting line of piston engines. They only use conveyors. That is it. They're not efficient at all. They're pretty much horrible, but I like the idea, so I might make a video on it. We'll see. You might be able to expect that in a few weeks if you're at all interested. I think I'm keeping to the pattern here. Yeah, well, I guess just for demonstration purposes, this is all I do. I don't need to go all the way up there because it's just literally just the same pattern. Like this is the same as this part segment, same as this. These are same as that. Yeah, it's really just a pattern, just like the other one, except instead of one repeating pattern, it's two. You just alternate between them. Okay, so now we can do this. Actually, here's the settings for these compressed blocks. Pretty much just the same. Copy and paste that. Okay, and then yeah, I think we get onto this. So for your outer angle locks, these are the settings you want. So for this, this, this is a setting you want. And for the inner ones, you want these settings here. all the same. So if I have this correctly, it should be, remember, to the left. That's how you always want to place them. Actually, no, we need one more piece. So then we need, I'll leave it the same, yeah. Then we need this guy, same settings as the other ones. So, yeah. So for this guy, you just want to place him kind of here, as you can see, just on the outer edge of the bottom piece here. Just do that all the way up. No, screw it, I'll just do this. There we go. Okay, now I think we can start on the angle locks. So yeah, do that to the left, and then just start placing these on each of the compressors you just placed. To about there. There's a setting again if you need it. And here's this setting again. Just take that. Then do this. Yeah. All the way up here. There we go. Yeah, this is kind of what you want to have it looking like. I know it doesn't entirely make a lot of sense, but trust me, it works. Um, it's kind of like that, and then get your signs here, or text. Yeah, text, whatever you call them. Place them here. So I can't place them directly on. Sad. It's all the way up as before. And there we go. There is that. So now the next part. Save. Okay. Now the actual fun part in which you start placing down the explosives. Here are the settings for the back TNTs. So there you go. Actually, yeah. Let me scroll down a little bit. There we go. So yeah, same as the other guns. I use them as the backup key I never press. So yeah. Because the only button you use to fire this is just Q. That's it. Nothing else. Same as other Eclipse. All you have to do is place them on the middle angle lock here. That's it. Yeah, kept it. All the way up. And then you want a compressed block here. Yes, this is essential. Helps keep the space and keep it from murdering itself. It already does once in a while, but this makes it a lot less likely. So yeah, here's a setting again. I think I grabbed it. Yep. Because yeah, if the spacing is too much, it won't fire properly. If it's too little, things just start teleporting where they shouldn't, and everything explodes. So, all right, here's the front TNT, the one that you actually shoot. Here's the settings for that. Start placing those. Okay, and I think that might be it. Actually, one last thing. Where is it? You just want to take, um, select the ice material and just paint over everything. This makes things nice and smooth. Okay, I think that might be it. Let's move these guys so they don't interfere with each other. Let's do final testing here. Yeah, I think this will work. I don't think there will be any issues. There are issues. Why are we having issues? Oh, that'd be why. I did not grab the setting of the motor. Okay. Yeah, here's a setting for the motor. I can't remember if I showed it. Here it is. Yeah, there you go. Now, hopefully will work. Not quite. Uh, why would that be? Why you no work? Uh, well, actually, I think. Yeah, I think this plate right here is default. That's the first thing you want to do. So when you ice over everything, just set this guy to default. This helps keep slipping from happening. Why are you doing that? That is strange. You're not supposed to be doing that. All right. Well, I guess I'll be back when I figure out what the problem is. I have returned. Literally just did a save and up, save and reload. That's something was breaking. I don't know what, but as usual, the good old save and reload fixed it. So as you can see, there you go. Nice stream of destruction. So yeah, I think that is it. Let's delete this guy. Yeah, here is the Eclipse cannon. So I just show again. You just kind of throw it on whatever. If you do use Motor 2's mouse guided kind of stuff, you just have to watch out and kind of show what you want to do. Either anchor it or turn to the side, just try to get some friction and fire. And there you go. And then same as the other Eclipse, you can. I mean, it works even better if you can just like directly mount it to something. So I have a horrible plane here. It's better than my other stuff I've shown in other videos, but um, yeah, it's even better if you just directly mount it to stuff, no kind of rotation at all. Because obviously, as I explained before, it actually counts as part of the build. The magnets do. Same as the other one. Works on planes. You can just pretty much slap it on whatever you want. Um, so yeah, there we go. All right, I think that is it. So yeah, I guess yeah, it's been a little it's been a little while. But yeah, if you watch this again after what, 2 months, 3 months? Yeah, I guess thank you for watching.